We're just getting breaking news from sources within Manchester United that Antony will be back in training for Manchester United. Yes, Antony, who was fighting allegations of assault and abuse by ex-girlfriends, has been cleared to come back to Manchester United and train within Manchester United and then be available for selection from Manchester United. This is massive news for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United squad because they were missing a right winger and they were missing Antony, and this could be huge news for everyone concerned. We'll bring you further developments on this news as and when it happens. We are literally getting this news hot off the press, so we thought we'll bring it to you in today's show. Welcome to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It is Friday and we've got a jam-packed out show for you today. We are talking about Manchester United taking on Crystal Palace tomorrow. We're talking about Manchester United actually pursuing a new Brazilian Wonderkid. Yes, Manchester United are trying to sign a new Wonderkid worth around £40 million. We'll be discussing that and more in today's show. We're also going to be discussing the rumour that Barcelona are actually after Martial. Yes, Martial's been fit like for 2 days and Barcelona are already trying to chase him down and trying to sign him. We'll also look at reports that came out that Manchester United were actually going to sign João Felix this summer. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe and join our growing community. Right, okay, let's get straight into the show. First thing is first, Manchester United are playing Crystal Palace in the Premier League tomorrow. We're hoping that there's a few other players that are coming back fit. We're hoping Sergio Reguilón is back fit, Eriksen is back fit, probably on the bench, but Sofian Amrabat and Casemiro look set to be playing in that midfield. Manchester United will face a different team to what they faced in the Carabao Cup, and tomorrow's game is probably going to be a bit more difficult than the one we faced on Tuesday. Crystal Palace will be looking to play better players and will be trying to get a result against Manchester United. So Manchester United will need to improve and make sure that they are live to the situation and make sure that they still go out there and get that win, a much needed win in the Premier League. We need to start winning against these teams, and I think Manchester United should again comfortably win at least 2 or 3-0 and perform just as good as they did in the Carabao Cup. We're also expecting Rasmus Højlund to return to the first team in this game against Crystal Palace. Martial did have a good game against Crystal Palace during the week in the Carabao Cup, but we feel that Rasmus Højlund will be the starting striker in this game in the Premier League. Many of us can't wait for this game just to see Sofian Amrabat, see other players linking together and United actually starting to tick over and actually starting to play some decent football, and everyone cannot wait to see this happen on the weekend. So really looking forward to that. Really want Manchester United to go out there and prove what they can actually do and start ticking and start gelling as players together. I mean, Sofian Amrabat and Casemiro in the middle of the park is just a joy to watch. Just the names on the team sheet excite you and you want to watch the game. Now moving on to the main story of the show today is that Manchester United are chasing down a Brazilian Wonderkid, highly respected, highly regarded as one of the best players coming out of Brazil right now. According to a report by 90 Minute magazine, United and Brighton are leading the chase for Flamengo's teenage sensation Larran. It's reported that the 17-year-old is becoming one of Brazilian football's most exciting prospects. The report adds that United have been actively pursuing Larran for a number of months. This is great news because Manchester United for a number of years have not been going out there and scouting and getting these young talented players from other continents, but finally Manchester United are looking at a player who is very young and very talented, and the scouts are finally doing a good job. So Manchester United do need to go out there and get this signing done. He's valued around 40 million currently, so Manchester United could go out and get this striker in. Now he's highly regarded. There'll be lots of other clubs that are monitoring the situation. We're hearing Barcelona, Real Madrid and all the top clubs around Europe, even in the Premier League, are looking at Larran and will be looking to make an offer for him if he becomes available. Now Manchester United and Brighton are leading the chase because they are the ones that have actually made initial contact with the player's agent and are monitoring him very closely. Now Brighton have had a history of bringing in top young players to the club and giving them time and developing them, as we saw with Caicedo and with other players, and we've seen that Brighton have sold these players on for huge profits later on, and this is where Manchester United need to start signing these players before they become really expensive and before they have to break the bank to go and get these players. So you might as well pay 40 million right now rather than paying 100+ million later on. So this is really exciting news. We'll bring you further information on this and news once we get more information and the story develops. Right now this is breaking news. We're getting a few snippets of information, but more will come out on this story as we get closer to the January transfer transfer window. Talking about transfer windows, we're hearing from reports coming from Spain and Portugal that Manchester United were in deep talks with Jorge Mendes, the agent for João Felix, on a possibility of him joining Manchester United this summer. Yes, João Felix was very close on joining Manchester United and then at the last minute decided to go to Barcelona. In fact, he wanted Barcelona to come in for him. Barcelona had not come in for him, and if Barcelona didn't come in for him, João Felix might have ended up at Manchester United to join Rasmus Højlund as that backup striker. Now, we personally think that João Felix doesn't actually suit the Premier League. He hasn't got the physicality to play up front in the Premier League, and he had that spell at Chelsea and did not do well. We feel that Barcelona and La Liga suits his style a lot better than the Premier League, and I think we're a lot better off with Rasmus Højlund playing up in strike for Manchester United. Drop your comments below, let us know what you think about the whole situation with João Felix. Do you think we missed out on João Felix, or do you think we're better off with Rasmus Højlund playing in strike for Manchester United? Let us know, drop your comments below, we'd love to hear from you, the Manchester United fans. Now, another story that's linked to Barcelona and Manchester United is that they're trying to sign Antony Martial. Yes, according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are closely monitoring and want to sign Antony Martial, if he stays fit, that is. If these reports are true, I can see a lot of Manchester United fans happy to sell Martial and let him go to Barcelona. Maybe he can have a better run of games with Barcelona and stay injury free rather than playing for Manchester United, where he has a dismal injury record. He's literally been on the doctor's bench longer than he has on the pitch, so that is not a good thing for Martial, and maybe he wants to try something new and go to Barcelona. Now, you may have also heard in the last 24 hours that Barcelona have been charged for attempted bribery of officials in games. Now, this is huge news. Barcelona could end up being kicked out of Europe. This has to be taken seriously, and Barcelona have to face the full force of justice when it comes to bribing officials for games. I mean, they cannot let Barcelona get away with this because it will set a precedent for other teams out there. Okay, so that is it for today's show. Make sure you hit the like button on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. You are watching the Man United Streamer channel by the fans for the fans.